Hi everybody, this is Christina from No Problem Dog Training, and today we're going to be talking about puppy house training. Woohoo! Yay! I've been hearing from a lot of puppy parents, in the last few weeks, and they're struggling with a lot of the challenges that come with having a puppy, and there are certainly a lot. So I wanted to do a video series that addresses, a variety of different puppy topics. So today's topic, like I said, is going to be house training. It's a total pain in the butt, but you will get through it, I promise. And the best thing about house training is that when it's done, it's done. So here are some guidelines to help you along that journey. Every dog, every household is a little bit different, so you might need to tweak this. This video would be very, very long if I tried to address every possible scenario. So if you need to tweak it, or if you have any questions, of course, you can always reach out to me, or you're any positive reinforcement certified dog trainer. So let's get into it. For house training, you really want to keep a consistent schedule where, especially for the young puppies, where they may have to go out every 2 to 3 hours and after periods of excitement. It'll help if you take them to that very small potty area, whether that is outside or to a pad. You want to keep that leash on them, give them a prompt like hurry up or go potty. I usually recommend anything you don't mind saying in public or yelling in public, because you might have to do that. The second they go to the bathroom, praise, woohoo, party time, and then bring them back inside with you. If they don't pee after or poop after a couple minutes, then you want to bring them back inside and crate them or tether them or put them in a pen for a couple minutes, and then take them outside and repeat that process until they do it. Yeah, I know, it's exhausting, but it is really effective. So, when they're inside, of course, what do we want to do? We want to make sure they're not having accidents inside. So we want them to get 100% supervision. And that means they're directly interacting with you, they're tethered, they're crated, or they're in that pup pen. This way you don't have to find an accident later. Because when you find an accident, there's nothing that you can do about it except clean it up. You cannot reprimand the puppy. You can't stick their nose in it. They will not understand what you were doing or what you're trying to get across to them. They'll be confused and you'll just be frustrated even longer. So just clean up, and that means you just have to supervise a little bit better for next time. It's okay. You're gonna make mistakes. That's part of being a puppy parent. It's totally fine. So if they're near you, if you catch them having an accident, and you're going to catch them having an accident because they're getting 100% supervision, right? So if you catch them, you're just going to take them and carry to the spot that you want them to be going to the bathroom. Even if they don't go to the bathroom while they're there, they're going to start to make the connection that, oh, this is where I'm supposed to go. And then, of course, clean up as necessary. So I also want to say that a lot of people will come to me and they'll say that their dog is, having accidents or peeing every time they get excited, or when they're nervous, they're peeing. That is not a house training issue. That is a behavioral issue. So do not correct them for that either, because that will make the peeing, it'll make it happen more often. So, that's another situation where it'd be great to contact a trainer to sort of help you navigate that. It's very common. You're not alone. Don't worry about it. It's totally resolvable. You also want to limit water. And I know this sounds silly, or maybe it sounds obvious. People have different reactions each time I say it. So it means that your puppy is only getting the water with meals, and they're getting the water right before they're about to go outside to go to the bathroom, or to wherever the potty spot is. This way they're not full of water. If we're full of water all the time, it's going to increase the chances that there's going to be an accident, right? Of course, it is getting hot. You know, summer is coming. So there might be times where your dog is thirsty and it's not during meals. You can try to give them an ice cube, right? It's the cheapest dog toy out there. And some dogs really like to play with it. They bat around, it's a good time. And then they're still getting water, but they're not getting it quite as quickly. So that makes it much easier for them to hold it while still getting the hydration. So here's the thing. So a lot of dogs will be able to hold their pee overnight if they're being crated. That does not mean that they should be able to hold their pee during the day for those same 8 hours. It's very different. Likewise, at night, you also don't have to take them out every couple hours. Let them sleep. That is fine. Eventually, someday you will not have to wake up so early, and they'll be able to hold it a little bit longer. It's going to be great. But like I said, during the day, that's a very different situation. I don't think that dogs should have to hold it for for more than 6 hours. Even if they do. I know I've heard a lot of people say, oh, my dogs are great. I work all day and then they hold it. And then when I get home, that's when they pee. And it kind of breaks my heart for that dog. Because I just think of, just because they can hold it doesn't mean they're not uncomfortable or in pain. Just think of what it's like for you when you're on a road trip and you've got to go to the bathroom and you've got to wait for that rest stop. That can feel like forever. It's an eternity. It's so uncomfortable. So, we don't want to put your dog in that kind of situation. So let's talk a little bit more about crating. And also crating. There's a lot of information on it. There's a lot of misinformation on it too. So I just want to kind of break it down a little bit. The idea with the crate is that a puppy is not going to want to go to the bathroom where they're sleeping. Right? Makes sense. So you want to make sure that crate is big enough for the puppy to stand up or lay down, and they can't, but not so big that they can pee or poop on one side of it and then move to the other and sleep there, right? Because that sort of negates the purpose. You want to make sure it's the right size crate. There are some that come with dividers, and they can be really great because our puppies grow to varying degrees, especially if you've got a big dog or a puppy that's going to be a very big dog. They grow pretty quickly. So the dividers can be helpful because you can adjust the crate to accommodate the dog getting bigger. So those are really good. I also really like wire crates. It makes the dogs feel a little bit less alone, and not every dog loves the crate. That's okay. Some will acclimate to it, some will not. You want the crate to be a really positive place. And during the day, we don't want them crated for really more than a couple hours at a time. Whereas at night, it's totally fine. So again, nighttime, daytime, totally different stories. So when they are in the crate, we want that to be a place where they're getting something to chew on, or they get a special toy, or a comfy towel, or something that makes them feel secure and happy. We want it to be positive. We want to lure them into that crate with a treat when they get so much fun, or at least not so much fun, but certainly positive and peaceful. If there is crying for more than 5 to 10 minutes, then a crate might not be the best tool to help your dog get house trained. Then you might want to think about a pen, or you can also get 2 gates or 1 gate and put your puppy in a small area that way. That can be helpful. Again, this is a situation where it would be really good for you to talk with a trainer, just to help you figure out what's the best plan, because every puppy is different, every dog is different, every human is different, right? So we want to be able to set each other up for success. And, I talk to a lot of puppy parents, and they're frustrated, they're exhausted, and they feel bad. They feel like they're making, these big mistakes. And I say, Don't worry about it. You're going to make mistakes. That's part of what being a dog parent is. Unfortunately, you know, it's okay. Just make sure that if you're not sure what you're doing, seek out the help. That's what trainers are here for. So I hope that is helpful. If you have any other questions or you think there are other topics that you would like, please let me know. Like I said, I'm going to do a few more of these puppy videos, and I'll put them up on YouTube as soon as I get them done. So that's it for house training and a little bit of crate stuff. If you have any questions, any topics, anything, please don't hesitate to reach out to me at noproblemdogtraining.com or by email, noproblemdogtraining@gmail.com, and I will be happy to help you out. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you have a great day. I hope you're staying safe and healthy and sane-ish, right? And we'll see you again. All right, have a great day. Bye, guys.